What is going on, guys? I hope everybody's doing well. Today was a tough day in the market. I'm pretty sure everybody in their cart lost money today. Some people made money. Good for you. Congratulations. Today was tough. I mean, there was a certain amount of plays you could have done. Tech was great if you sold for a profit, but if you didn't, you got killed at the very end. So basically, calls didn't pay, puts didn't pay unless you held them to the very end. I mean, take a look at the spot here. So we opened up lower. We were down about 0.25%, nothing big, and then we just gapped up, and then we actually turned positive for the day. Gave the all clear signal. Looked like we were going to make new highs, kind of continue the trend from yesterday, but it didn't. It got clapped and it just kept going down, and a massive downtrend. And at the very end, power hour basically just sold off. So that wasn't a good ending for us. However, we did maximize our losses by using stop limits. That being said, let's take a look at the alerts real quick. Oh, and by the way, if you're new here and you want to join the cult, there's a link pinned in the comment section below. Click the link, you'll be brought to the Discord section here, and once you get here, the guys over here will direct you to the alert section, and you click on this, you'll pop right in, and we talk about all the plays we do on the STEM account here. So only I can post here, and a select few people can post here. Pretty simple system, nothing complicated. It's free, there's no charge, there's nothing like that. All we're doing is trading a small amount of money to a large amount of money, and the goal is to make 100K. Started the account with $370. We had a pretty good day yesterday. Again, yesterday was the official start day. We ended green. We ended around 436, and we took a $70 loss today. So we're basically back where we started yesterday. And again, we use stop losses, but let's cover the plays, what we did today. So today in the morning, we bought a BA call for 280, 190 strike, and we got in filled around 939. Let's take a look at BA. So we got filled right about here, right about the lows of the day, and we got filled and it popped up higher. So we actually positive at one point, and we were up like 40-50 bucks on the play, which was a decent amount of money considering we went from 280 to around 340 a contract. I did want to take profits, but at the same time, when this was happening, the SPY was green for the day, and I was like, shit, maybe this is the moment where BA has the continuation from yesterday. And I said, you know what, let's hold on to it. Let's not cut it too early. And however, that was a mistake. It was not foreseen, and the market just chopped around, and BA just, got clapped at the very end. Did a stop loss right about here. So let's take a look at BA. So we did a stop loss for $2, and we got filled right about, well, we got filled at 3 p.m. roughly there. So when we broke that support level of 180, filled somewhere around here, 3 p.m.-ish, filled, and these contracts went to $1.60. So we saved another $40 by not holding it to the very end. So stop losses are very important. I preach these. Again, it can suck or it can save your account. It sucks to get stopped out and it just, bounces up. It happens all the time. But however, you got to use stop losses. It's one of the ways to save the account. You don't want one bad play to ruin your account. So that being said, we also did a JPM play. Let's take a look at JPM. So JPM was just, getting smacked all day. Let's look at our entry at JPM. So we got JPM calls, 94.50. We got two contracts. We paid, I'm pretty sure we paid 73 cents. I'm not sure why it says 75 here. Paid 73 cents for them, and we sold these for 81 cents. So we made like a $16, $18 profit on that. So again, we made a little bit of money here, but we lost in the BA play. It was just a tough market. I mean, considering how everything just sold off at the very end, it was not foreseen. The market's just been chugging along. It's been going up every single day. Last week was positive. The week before that was also positive. I really thought SPY can potentially hit 320 today. I mean, it was at 317. It looked like it could have ran up another $2-3 to hit that 320 mark, and then maybe we can turn bearish, but at the moment, it looked like the market does what the market wants to do. Now, moving forward, again, this was not a major setback for us at all. It just basically brought us back to where we were yesterday. There was a lot of risk involved on BA. When we took the BA play, I did not see a major headline here, and there was a cancellation on the orders. I believe it was Leisure cancels 27 Boeing 37 MAX jets. So I didn't see this headline when it came out. I'm a little bit upset because if I would have seen this headline, it already had a negative flow on it. Now again, Boeing was down 3-4% when the market opened. That should have been a huge bearish indicator for us, but I just thought I was following the market and kind of pulling back from yesterday. I did not see this headline. This was the headline that killed the play. I thought that, at one moment it could bounce out, it could break out. There was another sign of breaking out over here, and it just didn't do it. And if the market would have held up, we could have possibly made a small profit on it, but it just didn't work. So we cut it loose. The stop loss got triggered. But that's it, guys. I'm going to keep it really simple today. There's not much to talk about other than the fact that what's going to come tomorrow. I'm not trying to swing anything in this account. I don't care if it's a loss or a profit. It sucks to take losses, but it's part of the game. You can't win every single day. Now, again, if you can control our losses, we lose 10%, 15%, and we make 90, 100% gainers, we're gonna win long term. So that's the goal. And again, if the account gets too small, we'll just deposit a couple $100 in it and keep it afloat and keep it going. Eventually we'll get that break that we need. And again, today was tough. I mean, the only plays that could have possibly made you money would have been like something like Facebook. You bought it open, kind of sold around 247, but again, if you would have held it, they would have killed it. Same thing with like Amazon. It looked like it was gonna pop, and a whole bunch of things happened, but everything just got clapped today. Besides Walmart, that's a whole other topic here. Even Netflix got clapped. It was just one of those days where nothing held up. So when FANG doesn't hold up, it's just one of those things where that it ran so much that if it starts selling off, the market can move down. Now, the true value of SPY, Qs, and all that, removing the FANG stock, is just significantly lower. Like SPY should be around 280. All this boost in the price point of SPY, it's all tech. So as soon as tech starts selling off, we're gonna hit massive numbers. I mean, again, it's realistic to see the SPY. I mean, take a look here at a 6-month chart. So the SPY was trading around 330, 340. Again, this was potentially, if the corona didn't happen, everything was great, we could have possibly went to like 350, maybe 360 by now, not to exceed 370 maybe. But considering that corona did happen, it sold off all the way down to 222. You cannot deny that this is an uptrend. However, this uptrend is a recovery. Now, if you look at it in a 1-year chart, it's a V. A W can form. So what can potentially happen is, now, can it test new lows? Possibly, but probably not. I mean, you need dramatic fear. That happened here was massive. We had corona. I mean, this was huge. So to get this amount of fear back into the market, I mean, you need something dramatic to happen. I think what you need is corona, maybe a trade war, and maybe an actual war for the SPY to actually come down back to the low 200s. If you consider 5-year chart, we went back like 6 years, almost 5 years we went back on the SPY. This typically does not happen. You don't get these type of opportunities. So you definitely missed the bottom. If you think that it's going to go down, it's just not going to happen. So the W will form. I'm a believer of the W. Now, where is the ideal price point where I think SPY will go? Now, this isn't a technical analysis video. I'm not going to go into detail. I'll just throw a number out there. I think the low point for SPY will probably be around 275, maybe 270. And from there, you'll see a bounce if corona does not get better. So there is going to be a sell-off, and tech is just the way it's going to lead down. Because again, take a look here. Banks are still clapped. I mean, banks are not far away from 52-week lows. JPM, like Wells Fargo, I mean, all these banks are smacked. You need banks to participate. You need consumer staples to participate. You need every sector to participate for SPY to be around in the 300s. We're not really in the 300s if you consider tech. Tech is leading the rally, and it cannot be sustained. You cannot have these valuations on tech. It's a bubble. It's a matter of time before it starts selling off. Could be possibly when Q2 earnings come out where they realize, wait a minute, Facebook isn't making revenue. Amazon sales went down because people are not spending money. Maybe nobody's buying iPhones. I don't even understand how Microsoft, was at 215 today, which is crazy. You're looking at $1.7 trillion valuation. That is nuts. So the revenues, I don't think the revenue is going to match where these stocks are at. I think these stocks are trading 2-3 years ahead of themselves in this environment. So it's a possible. But anyways, guys, made it a little bit longer to kind of cover in detail. Be careful. The market can turn very quickly. Puts can pay. Now, here's the thing. The VIX is at 29. So the VIX is higher than where the SPY level should be. This is a technical indicator. Anytime the VIX is over 30, the SPY should be under 300. It just kind of goes in between 30 VIX, 300 SPY. So the VIX is around 30 and the SPY is above 300. So there's a little disconnect. So people are buying puts. So puts are getting a little bit more expensive as the market goes up. And when you have a rapid sell-off like we had today, again, these numbers are not big considering how much we went up the past couple of weeks. But as soon as the selling starts, it's going to be too late because you're going to pay top-notch premium to get puts. Now, again, if the market opens down 3-4% and you're going to try to buy puts, you're going to pay that premium and you're going to get crushed with IV and theta. So if you want to play puts, you should have bought puts today, right before SPY broke 315 today. That was the ideal signal, because come tomorrow, if the market does sell off, I don't think it will, but if it does, puts will just be too expensive. Talk too much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Subscribe, like, you know what you got to do.